In the post-carbon era, Moscow with its 12 million inhabitants seek to clean the air after a century of pollution, while seeking a new sense of identity and form of prosperity after communism and Soviet rationalism. The question that motivated this project is, how can a contribution for improvement of environmental pollution be made, and what can be contributed to make people feel rooted and connected to their city and biodiversity? We propose a system that responds to both problems at the same time. The underlying industrial process begins in the plot of the old bread factory. This factory molds mycelium, composed of the roots of fungi, into units, which can be assembled into panels. It acts temporary and long-term, as insulation, CO2 storage, and an aesthetic intervention. In principle, the mycelium can grow into any shape or form with the help of a mold, allowing a high level of detail. With data based on road traffic stations, industrial enterprises, rural background, trail track stations and parking areas, analysis shows the areas with the most polluted air in Moscow, and those that lack greater identity, located in the expansion of the city from the 30s. The panels produced in the factory can be put to different use, taking various typologic shapes. For one, attached to any building with an attic, the lightweight structure holds the panels in place. Public pavilions used as gathering points, accessible for leisure, resting and studying. Mycelium pillars, creating a network offering the installation for sufficient lighting in parks. In order to educate the community and neighborhood about the benefits of mycelium, info boxes are distributed, offering knowledge for curious people, and provide background information for the community and neighborhood. Temporary, flexible exhibition walls serving as a structural piece for content or as an exhibit itself. Life in the city represents a place of promises and opportunities, but also a great inequality, solitude and alienation. Facing mass migration, we promote resting areas, recreation areas and public parks as an outlet to cope with increased crowding. Any representation of landscape is also a cultural construct. Nature appeals to the imagination to convey a timeless sense of belonging. Human impact has had a huge influence on nature and still does. The excess of exploitation can no longer be denied, and we see more and more of humankind's unequal struggle with the forces of nature. We should see landscape and nature both as a physical element and a cultural symbol, this time in a symbiotic manner with increased awareness and identification with biodiversity and urban realm.